Hey everyone, rather coherent here, back with more Rome Total War Remastered as the Seleucid Empire. I was just taking my diplomat north and I found out that, hey, Scythia's here a little bit earlier than planned. So I'm going to try to sell them my map info in exchange for money, like you always do. And that's perfectly fine. 1900's closer than I usually get. And now we're going to have him continue walking all the way around to Thrace, because there's no boat to take him. Now, I recently had this man come of age in Antioch. Looking around, there are quite a few levy pikemen ready to get on boats and go somewhere. Problem is the distinct lack of boats.
Ready to sail. Yes, sir.
So next turn, I'm going to send these boats to port, recruit another boat, retrain all of these boats, head this boat I'm making in Alexandria over, and that should give me a navy that I can put all of this on and start shipping it off fucking anywhere else. I'm just looking at this clusterfuck of Greek units near Athens and trying to figure out what the best way to move my army is. I think it's to attack this one in the middle and try to pull both others in as reinforcement so I can kill them all. Is that 4 units of armored hoplites? Dear God. Okay, let me look at the battle map. If I deploy on my right, I can immediately crush one of the armies. So that's what we're gonna do. And then we'll wipe out the other two in due time. Unfortunately, my formation's so far back that they are coming in middle right, so it's kind of hard to go grab them. But I think we can still do it. It's just a little bit messy. Okay.
The enemy have brought up.
Are they right here? I think this is them, this weird blur. Yeah. I just saw something flicker here at the start of the match. Okay, weird. I didn't think they'd be spawning in the corner. They were clearly directly to my right, but let's just fan out over here now. The other Greek armies are deployed in the center, and the 4 armored hoplites are coming from across the way. Since I'm the attacker here, I expect these are just gonna hang out defensively. They might actually retreat entirely once they realize that this army isn't gonna be participating. I'm actually have my general is full on charge into these Peltas. All the hoplites are in phalanx formation, so I can probably just hit them, or at least force them back. And the answer is force them back. They're not really moving forward like I expected them to. My general is perfectly in position to come hit them in the back, move them around a bit, just generally be a nuisance. I actually have all of this just charge in. And my general can participate in that. The intent here with my general is to get the ability to drive through these units. Alright, I want to pull this back actually. I don't want to get too crazy here. I want to pull this back, and I want these to move closer to the exit. Because I've already failed to kill these Peltas, but I'd like to kill as much of this as possible. Alright, they broke pretty much immediately.
Forward so that the spirit of his army is broken too. The gods be
Yeah, we're not gonna kill nearly as much of this as I would have wanted to.
Hearts are full of fear, and now they flee. The enemy general
The problem with ambushing them on the edge of the map, I suppose.
It is time to press the attack.
Excuse me? The enemy AI seems like it's actually trying to come fight me, which is a little bit surprising. My general can just charge these peasants and get them out of the battlefield. I am still not a fan of that glitch. Or that, or what I just did there, where my unit fanned out to maximum width. These guys I would like to stop firing at will for a hot second so that my general can run things down. And once again, they can resume firing at will. My general needs to regain his stamina. He's the only cavalry I have. I kind of need him. I thought all of my pikemen were in phalanx, but evidently not. Let's fix that. At this point, we can see that my right flank is grossly longer than it needs to be, so I can swing that out and actually get in a position to do something relevant. What on earth is happening with you guys? Break phalanx and stab that man.
Stand in formation! Attack!
Have my general just start running these people down on the flanks. Have these units on the flank start moving to reposition. Having these units actually try to do something relevant. Are these armored hoplites on both sides? They are. I'm gonna have him move this way. I think this one's already handled by other units. Now that he's in position, he can drop into phalanx. Alright, perhaps I wasn't paying enough attention here. These guys need to do a pretty hard about face. That's not going to happen. So instead they need to run forward. These guys need to do the same. These guys need to do the same. All of you need to enter phalanx. My general needs to continue running down these units. I think he's going to miss that one, but oh well. Unsurprisingly, that one phalanx broke, considering it's being completely and utterly flanked. My general can finally come back at this point. Can push this in on both sides. I need to have this phalanx continue moving in and actually crush this hoplite. There goes that group of armored hoplites. These Peltas should mostly get wiped out, but I need to be careful not to lose my general.
Your leader has fallen before his enemy.
Excuse
Now we
me?
will see the true quality of
Oh my god. This is just a brutally unlucky campaign. This is the second time against the Greeks that my general just charged into a unit that is utterly unequipped to handle a cavalry charge and fucking died. This army should have 2 generals in it, and now it has none. Also, I need a new faction leader. My favorite part is that in that cutscene, it just showed him running at a dude with a knife and falling over. He wasn't even being attacked. We still win. But this is a rather massive setback that shouldn't be happening.
General flees. Press forward so that the spirit of his army is abroad. The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them. Drive them from
My army is in the process of trying to chain route here, which is always good. But it'll be fine. I want all of these pikemen to hop out of phalanx and try to run at this man. I want my slingers to try to throw rocks at him. I want you to go distract him since your life is now forfeit. Oh, it looks like we're actually running him down. What a nasty fucking campaign this is turning out to be for no reason. The family member in front of this campaign has been terrible. I've gotten very few adoptions, and I've had 2 members die charging the rears of undefended units. Jesus.
The gods have favored you.
They have not. Don't you lie to me. The gods have not favored me. Ugh, fucking disgusting. Now, thinking about this, I should be able to get Man of the Hour pretty easily here by just sending the Cretan archers to go fight somebody pretty much alone. There should be a couple scattered Greek armies around. No, because they'll make it back to the cities.
The army.
Wait, where is he going? Yeah, he's going to Corinth.
Victory.
Well, that's a bitch and a half.
Yes.
I guess we're gonna go siege this city, because beating Athens seems pretty hard right about now. The Bruni are kind of upset with me for walking my units through their lands, but that's fine. Faction leader dead, of course. Adoption not complete on a Man of the Hour. Because fuck me. I don't even know who this is, or when I got this. Was that for the battle where he died? I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't remember fighting with an uncaptained army. I'm sort of lost my memory of recent events. So now my faction leader is in Parthia. I would like a new faction leader over in the Balkans, but there are literally no generals here anymore. There are also no generals in Anatolia, at least Western Anatolia. So I think that this man is my candidate for best general now, since he has 5 command stars on the offense, and I'm always on the offense, and he's only 29. And most importantly, he's about to get on a boat and head to the Peloponnesus, which is where I want my general at. So let's go set him to my family heir. Okay, so he's my family heir now. Jesus.
My lord.
This game is just not quite going according to plan. Have this diplomat continue moving to find the Julii and the Gauls. That was a substantially demoralizing event. Like, the battles against Greece these past 2 turns have just been absolutely bogus. Anyway, let's see if the next turn holds more bullshit. Armenia's back to try to fight Hatra again. Every fucking turn, man.
Ships are under attack.
This is precisely why I didn't keep my units on the ship.
Disengage.
Although, in retrospect, maybe I should have kept them on the ship since it's basically being teleported to where I wanted them to go. Man, I feel like a chump for not keeping my units on that boat. So I've got a candidate for adoption. We'll obviously accept him. He is in Antioch. I'm besieged. This man came of age. He's now all the way in the east, and I've got a plague going on. Okay, so not a whole lot super interesting happening there. Glad I got to adopt somebody, though. So next, since my boats are gone, I'm just gonna walk to Halicarnassus and lay siege to it.
Besieging settlement, sir.
And I'll need a new boat in the future. I can't be guaranteed I'll get my old one back.
Ships ready.
The pirates were around here, I guess? I don't have any ports I can send my boats to, which is kind of funny considering I've been conquering the Balkans. I'm gonna send my boat to here and hope. It seems like it's probably just a dead boat, but it could be okay.
Ready.
These boats are gonna come to port to be retrained. This boat's gonna catch up. Like I said, I'm retraining the boats and building new ones, and now I have an actual navy to someday transport this man. Now, this is a good army, but it needs like actual cavalry. Also, I think I might have forgotten about infrastructure last turn, so I'll need to get on that. Without actual cavalry or ranged units, despite having much better hoplites or phalanxes rather, this army's still not actually good. So I guess the fight I'm most interested in off the bat is trying to take Corinth. I say trying, like there's a real chance I fail. Okay, I swear to God, there was a family member in here last turn. I guess he just died of old age or something in the interim, so this gets a lot easier than I thought it would be. Alright, honestly, that looks so easy, I'm gonna try to auto-resolve this. I'd rather not. I lost like 40 men, sounds good. And I think I occupied Corinth. I think I need it to retrain. And now everyone's happier and I can probably crank my taxes across the entire continent. I did successfully destroy every building here though, like you do. Not quite sure how I did that, but of course I did. I'm gonna start a militia barracks here, simply because as much money as a port will make, I need to retrain my levy hoplites down here. And since I can't retrain anything this turn, and Sparta is just still without walls for some reason. I mean, it's legitimately hard to imagine not trying to conquer Sparta. So I guess the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to leave behind roughly 100 men and see what happiness looks like in Corinth. It looks like they'll be okay. So by training one Jav Cav, I can take all my units out. Not that they're particularly good, mind, but I can do it. Oh, I had to figure out which units have low movement, because some of them caught up to the army after the fact, apparently. Okay, so these 3 units actually don't have any movement left, but the rest can go conquer Sparta. They're good units, but they're outnumbered, and I have actual phalanxes and ranged units, so I can't really imagine losing this. So looking at my army, I sort of have 3 distinct sets of units. I have these units that are at full strength and very useful. I have these units that are not super reliable because they've lost a lot of men already. And these units that are so depleted that I don't even trust them in a fight. So let's start this by figuring out how the AI is playing this. Are they defending? Are they just putting everyone in the square? And the answer is, of course they put everyone in the square. No, their general is running around out here for some reason. Let's see if we can't get some range shots on him and draw him out of the city. Right, so we can get attacks on him, but it looks like he doesn't really care. So that means we'll be playing this a little bit more sensibly. Alright, so right now the plan's pretty straightforward. I have all of my half-trained phalanxes in the city streets, and I'm just going to try to lure the general over here with my Cretan archers.
The enemy general
Yeah,
is
that's
slain,
about right.
And now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Who's shooting? Slingers, chill out. I don't want anyone wasting their ammunition on this. And I'm just going to keep trying to bait the general specifically in. That went pretty well. May as well do the same thing with these hoplites now. And honestly, I don't think I even need the rest of my units. Okay. So seeing how this is going, it's definitely worthwhile to bring my skirmishers and my slingers out to come do the same thing and just throw projectiles into their flank. Okay. So now I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing, except this time, once they actually get up to me, I'm just going to hurl all of my projectiles into their flanks. Excuse me? These guys think they're fighting and they're completely exhausted. Oh, the horse that was in them is glitched. One of these units is considered alive, so they've all lost all their fatigue trying to fight it. They're probably not going to perform as expected thanks to that glitch, but I think we'll be fine. We'll just have all of these range units hurl projectiles into them. It'll go pretty badly for them. And they're actually coming towards us. We'll just leave then. Fuck that, we're not doing that. And again, since they're coming towards us, we're just gonna leave. Guys, I said leave, not randomly reposition. It's fun. I didn't need Rhodian slingers. I didn't have a war plan that specifically involved using Rhodian slingers to conquer the world or anything. Jesus Christ, guys. My Cretan archers are out of ammunition. These guys probably need to restructure themselves and actually face the enemy, huh? Alright guys, if you could like get out of this and stop being glitched, that would probably be helpful. I'm not entirely sure what I've done to draw the attention of the enemy so early. I'm guessing that this unit is too far forward? I'm not really sure. Ah, Jesus, guys, come on. I told you to take 3 steps backwards. Okay, anyway, since everyone got on this square, all of you can break phalanx and get the rest of my units into the square. Except for this one, who I'm just going to try to move out to participate. I'm going to have all of these peltas running to the square to throw javelins at people's backs. Just like Jesus. It's very frustrating controlling phalanxes. I need to rotate this one, or just like you do whatever you want, it's fine. Guys, what are you doing? Fucking walk forward. You're sliding away from them. Also, both of these guys have sort of given up on actually entering the square for some reason. I'm really not sure what's happening with my movement commands this fight. I am sure that it's not what I want to be happening, but it looks like we're getting there. Okay. It looks like this one has all but died. So for some reason, they're finding the death and they can easily just leave. It's fine. We got there eventually. These guys are largely just waiting to die. I'm actually quite tired of this. Can we just end the fight?
victory.
It is not a heroic victory. They were outnumbered like 8-1. That was in no way heroic. All right. Now in Sparta, I'm actually going to have to exterminate this for happiness reasons, I think. I'm going to enslave this, actually. I'm going to believe that I can somehow make this work. I'm going to build walls immediately because the Spartans made a clear mistake there. I'm going to retrain a phalanx, or I'm going to train a phalanx, rather, and retrain all of my damaged phalanxes. And a town expands because I enslaved Sparta. Nice. Immediately improving Damascus. And it looks like we're supposed to be attacking another city down here in Thebes. I'm going to have to do that next video. I've been recording for a while already. So I'm going to call it now. I've been rather coherent. This has been Rome Total War Remastered as the Seleucid Empire. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.